Hello everyone and welcome back to another Honkai Impact 3rd guide. Today I'm going to talk to you about everything you need to know about adventure tasks. I'm going to give a pretty detailed explanation of some of the mechanics because there are many things that we need to go over here. So first of all, adventure tasks are important. You can do them 3 times a week. You can do them on Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. You have to complete 5 tasks each on those days. So every week you can do a maximum of 15 adventure tasks. This provides a significant amount of weekly Battle Pass experience, as well as you can get items that are useful to you, as well as you're going to need to complete adventure tasks as part of your beginner's logbook when you are brand new. So to access adventure tasks, we are going to go to Attack, and then we are going to click on where it says Open World. Now, for example, I have some finalization rewards here. So every time a map closes, you'll be able to collect these. Now, there is a few things to go over. There are 4 different maps in Open World. The very first one that you are going to interact with is going to be called Sakura Samsara. And then there's Shixal Headquarters, there's a Post-Honkai Odyssey 1, and then there is a Post-Honkai Odyssey 2. When you get to a Post-Honkai Odyssey 2, you do not require map access for the first 2 weeks after you get to it. However, you can only have 1 map active per week generally. As you can see, I've got 2 inactive maps here. And for example, on Monday when you go to click on this, now I'm recording this on a Saturday, which is the last day that you can do tasks, but if I were to click on this on Monday, it would ask which map I would like to activate for the week. So because I have Sakura Samsara already set up, I'm going to show you around Sakura Samsara first. And you need, let me see here, under rules, I believe you need to be captain, you have to be captain level 50 to unlock this map. So, you're also going to have this little Hikokumaru minion in this map, and for instance, she's level 21, so I can go and I can do a special task and I can get 60 crystals. And you can do this pretty much every time that the minion ranks up. So you want to make sure that you are getting these rewards because all crystals are good crystals. You need them to pull units. If you have any quests to clear, you can click on this and it will tell you what you have to do. For instance, storyline or side mission. Because I've already cleared this map, I just have dailies. If you click on Shrine Exchange, it's just going to take you to the coin shop. This is just the same coin shop that there is in the game. This map has a unique gimmick called Gourmet, where you can get food buffs. Now, one thing I do want to point out here is the function food. This function food, once you unlock it, it completes gathering instantly in the map, so you always want to make sure that you are using this food when you're in Sakura Samsara. Now, when we are doing our adventure tasks, we will click on where it says Adventure Tasks, and then we are going to click on Open. See it, like I said before, you can only do it Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. So you're going to get to select 5 of these tasks. I have some stamina I can claim, and then I'm going to need a couple of extra stamina here. So you get 15 free refreshes. I recommend that you use them. This resets every time that new adventure tasks are up. Never use crystals to refresh a task, but the reason for these refreshes is you want to focus on getting rewards that are relevant that you like. So if you're farming fragments for a particular battle suit, if you need particular materials, and then very rarely a mission worth crystals will pop up, but it is very rare to get that. But again, it is always worth cycling through the tasks just to see if you can get that to pop. So I'm going to accept some tasks. See, I'm using my refreshes. I guess we're going to accept that one there. Don't like any of those rewards. I guess we'll do this one. This is Kirishigure parts. There's some Eden fragments, we'll do that. And then see, I've only got 2 refreshes left. And nope, the crystals did not show up for me. That's fine. So we're gonna accept that. Now, generally, you will have more reserve power to claim than me, or you can just let your power regenerate and then come back later in the day. So then when you do these tasks, so see, I accepted 5 tasks, and then what I'm going to do is I'm also going to hit go because I would like it to track this as well. But alternatively, you can just select start. It's going to do the exact same thing. And like I said, we want to make sure that we cook this food because it completes gathering instantly. And then so I've got 5 tasks and 1 special task. And we are just going to click start. Now I will just do 1 task to show you how this works. So for example, we load it in. There's a task right here. Some of these are a little finicky. You may have to, here we go. You may have to stand right on top of it to get it to spawn. So we're just gonna battle these critters. Most of these are not very strong. You can bring any level 80 unit. You might even be fine with lower than that. Like when you're leveling, obviously your new units aren't going to be level 80, but you generally don't need a full team. I don't really ever switch characters to do this. So there is, for example, 1. Then I'm going to click this pause button. I'm going to click save and exit. And then when you complete a task, you're going to go over here and you're going to make sure that you click on the task to claim it before you leave, because once you've completed 5, you also need to go back. You need to claim this immediately after doing it. Don't just let it sit. You might forget about it and then you won't be able to go back and claim it. So that is everything that you need to know about Sakura Samsara. Then, moving on, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Shiksal headquarters. Now, I can still show you a few things around this map. Even though I don't have it open, I can still tell you a little bit about it. So here we've got Aichan Tech. The gimmick of this particular map is going to be mechs. You can summon different mechas to use and assist you in this map. There's going to be different weather conditions going on with this map. I think that's all the important things that you need to know about this one. Again, there's going to be familiar requests. Now, for example, Aichan Tech's maximum level is 20. We cannot get any more crystals from her. You can see if you have any missions. I've just got a side mission. Everything else is cleared here. The hangar. This is going to show you the mech gimmick for this map. You can craft more. You can look at the warehouse. So you can craft all these different mechs to assist you in battle that you can use. I personally never use them. I just blast through it with the units that I have. The exchange shop is just going to take you back to the coin shop, same as the Sakura does. And then the adventure tasks for this map. Again, if this was your selected map, you can open it Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. Now up at the top of the screen here, for any adventure map, you will notice you have an adventure level. You get more rewards based on your adventure level. And every week when a map finalizes, you're going to get some rewards here. You're going to get some stigma resonance that you can use in the shop to get some stigmas. I'll show you that in a moment. You're going to get that every week. You get coins, you get some astrite, and then you get this thing, a crystal flash tank. It unlocks a new Rafer slot. The reason that that is important, let me show you here, is, let me go down to one that's not rolled. So, yeah, one like this here. So notice how this only has 1 affix. You could click on refine, you can use this, and then it's immediately going to give you 2 slots. And then of course you can reroll them to get better bonuses. You want to have more slots, so you can reroll relevant bonuses to help your character out, because that's a little power boost. And then the other thing that I wanted to show you here with the shop is where you would use that exchange currency. So this currency, you get a little bit of this from the open world tasks at the end of the week. You'll be using it on stigmatas. For example, this Leeuwenhoek here, this is actually one of the ones that you will transmute into a Siren stigmata. She's one of the base ones. There's also some other ones here you can get. These are mostly transmute ones, except unless you're just equipping it as is. So that's Schicksal headquarters. And then a post Honkai Odyssey has a lot more that we need to talk about because it works different compared to the other two. So when we look at Sakura Samsara and Schicksal HQ, you can use your own Valkyries, your own units in these. When we are looking at a post Honkai Odyssey, you can only use these 3 characters. So you get a male main character. I have mine named Shepard. Canonically, I think people just refer to him as Adam. You get Raiden May, her Vartan, like her final one, and then you get Carol. So you only can use these 3 characters, and you have to upgrade their skills. So when you're first starting out, it's going to feel like a struggle bus when you're playing this map until you get these upgraded. And then the way that you upgrade them, you will get these currencies from playing the map, and then you would just unlock the nodes. Now here under modules, this you're going to have for each character, you can select which one you want to use. This will be like your ultimate, and then these will be for your other skills, and you will get to select them. So one's your ultimate, one's your passive, and one is your permanent skill. And this is the same for all 3 characters. You can go through and you can choose which one you'd like to use. So it allows you to customize the gameplay a little bit. With this, it also comes with, so for example, we have a base. These items down here is just collections. This is like lore items, lore entries. If you are really into the lore, it'll give you like lore snippets. Same with collection, it's just lore snippets. And then it'll tell you like what their rating is. So you might need to empower them a little bit more. And then something interesting here, if you play Honkai Star Rail, yes, this is the same Welt. The exact same Welt, because he's from this universe. So that's something interesting here for you. The tasks under it, you can select 5 tasks, same as any other map. With the story here, you get a tutorial, so you can play all of these tutorials. You can get these points here from completing tutorial tasks to get items. These resurrect your character, and then you just get some coins. The story, this is actually the final part of the story, and then if you have any kind of side missions here, and then it'll show you like other things. Now this is the final one because honestly I'm not very good at this map myself, so I'm kind of stuck on the last boss of the map, but I've just been focusing on the other ones that I enjoy more. Ruins. This is kind of like a mini abyss where you're going to be using the characters of the map, and you're going to be clearing floors, and it's going to give you these keys. And these keys you're going to use in the supply for that specific map. And then you will draw all of these in the phase. You have to fully complete this phase before you can move on to phase 2. So for example, the main thing you can get from here is this sword. And then you get AE Imaginon. And then it'll also, if you click on it, it'll tell you about all the other items you can also get as well. So it'll tell you what all you can get. And then, like I said, you have to fully complete the drops before you move on to the next one. So it's kind of like a mini supply. It'll give you some extra pulls eventually, just from this map. If you click on information, it'll tell you here you have to reach Captain level 40 to play APHO1. We call a post-Honkai Odyssey APHO, just because saying a post-Honkai Odyssey over and over again is quite repetitive. Materials. This is going to show you the materials that you have for your characters. These are what you use to upgrade the skills, and then unlock and upgrade the skills. The crystallum is like a coin currency that you need. And then this Susage is for resurrecting your characters. Until level 30, this is gonna go up as you complete tasks and progress in the story. You're gonna get some coins, you're gonna get some asterite, you're gonna get some crystals, you're gonna get an emblem, and that's basically all there is to the Intel level. Obviously, we are maxed out. It maxes out at 30. You can also change the name of your character if you like. And so there's character, the base, the street. That's basically everything that there is to know. Like I said, it is a little bit difficult getting used to playing these characters because they do play differently than, for example, Kara's skills. While they are similar to what they would be if you have her as a unit outside of this, keep in mind that these characters are completely separate from your normal Valkyries, and you could only play with these characters. So it is going to take a bit of getting used to. So then the next thing that I want to talk about, well actually real quick, I think I can show you what the map looks like here, maybe not. Yeah, so your map would look like this. You're going to start, you can still do story if you have it unlocked, or you can explore. So then next we're going to talk about HI3. HI3 is actually going to look very similar to part 2 of the Mars story. This is kind of where they got most of the inspiration from. So this is the base. Unlike the HI3 where we just had a base tree that we have, here we actually have like one that we walk around and talk to characters. So over here we have the inventory. This is like the similar to HI3. These are the materials for leveling up the characters. This is the general thing you need, like the coin currency. You got the star keys, they are for the supply. We've got Moon Ring. This is similar to the Astro Ring system of the Part 2 Mars story. This is where it all began, basically. So if you click on this, it's going to tell you a little bit about it. There's different expansion chips you can put in. You get them as you play through the story. And then this game upgrades as you play through the story. You can click on information. It's going to tell you a little bit more about it. Basically, it does the exact same thing that the Part 2 units do, where once the power is fully charged, you activate it, and then all of their abilities become empowered versions of those abilities. Then we've got characters, so again, you can only use the main character, and then you get Silverwing and Exbrania, and then you've got a character named Timido. This guy here, Lyle, he is like an Astral Op unit. He just provides support from off of the field. You would click on talent. When you're leveling the talent, the tree is significantly smaller than HI3, which is quite nice. As you can see, you have to level up the mood ring, and then you have to get these talent crystals to upgrade them. And then you can look at the tutorial here, it'll tell you a little bit about it. And then when you go to level them up, of course, you just use the materials to level them up. You get to choose the skill, you get to select the ultimate, the combo, you don't really get to choose, but you can customize the other 2 items. Then in the inventory, it's just going to show you again, that was this chest here that we clicked on. Then with the rewards, as you can see, I have not done a whole lot of HI3. Personally, it's just not my thing, because I'm not very good at playing the characters in it. So, I mean, I will get around to finishing it one of these days. But again, you will just go through it. You can get a lot of crystals this way, a lot of rewards from leveling characters up. So as you can see, I've got about half of it completed. So you're just going to go through and you're going to get these items. The supply is the same as part 1. You will eventually get all of these, but you have to complete the 100 draws before you can move on to the phase 2. And you will get some crystals from this. It is not a lot of crystals. If you click on this here, it's a 60 crystal box. So it's not like you're going to get a lot of them. You can collapse the street if you want. You can again change the name of your main character. Submerged City is something you unlock. It's going to be similar to the ruins in part 1. Now something here is the task board. You can select daily tasks. You can get 3 tasks per day. Some of them are quite difficult. So for example, I've got 2 of this guy and he kind of outpowers me, so unfortunately it doesn't really let you delete the tasks. And then if I had adventure tasks open, I would also accept the adventure tasks on this same map. It'll tell you about the rules here. So you can accept 3 daily tasks per day, and then if you were doing your adventure tasks, you would also accept those from the same board. Let's see here. This truth box here, if you click on this, this is going to tell you your lore snippets. You can look at like the important moments from the main story here. It'll tell you about your achievements, and then if you click on this thing of the story before, it's actually going to tell you a refresher of what happened in APHO1 before you came to APHO2 if you haven't played it in a while and you need that refresher. Then if you talk to Carol, you can click on Mysterious Store, and you can actually use this basic currency to buy the character materials. You can also buy these chip slots for the ring system and these expansion chips for the astral ring system in this game. You can get these chests, which also contain the expansion chips for that astral ring system. You can give gifts to characters to increase their rating. So that's what these are. These are for increasing character ratings. This is just stuff to help you out in the game once you have enough of this currency. And that's pretty much all there is to this part here. Like I said, you can click on this, it'll show you your stories, it'll tell you anything that you need to do, and then when you look at the map, we might need to go out. We'll go out to have a look at the map real quick. You can see up here, it'll tell us how many treasure chests we found, how many bosses we defeated, how many chests, and how many mechanisms. There's like puzzle mechanisms and stuff in this map. So we are just going to go out into this map real quick so we can check on it. So if you look, this actually looks very similar to the part 2 Mars story, where we are kind of in this open world. We can jump, we can do all kinds of things out here. I'm not really going to go battle anything with this because I primarily play on mobile, but I'm filming this on PC. And I find it significantly easier to play on mobile than PC because on mobile you just tap the buttons with your thumbs. It's so much easier. So we're just going to go back in. We're going to click Finish Exploring. That is all there is to APHO Part 2. I just want to make sure that I covered everything here. We talked about the task, we talked about the moon ring. I think we covered everything. I talked about the map. Yeah, I think we did cover everything here. Oh yes, and if you have broken through past your captain level 80, adventure tasks, you may be able to get elf fragment parts from adventure tasks, and that will apply to all maps. And again, elf is the little support unit. And when you are a brand new player, you get access to Sakura Samsara, APHO1, and APHO2 all for 2 weeks. You can separate the tasks between all of those worlds, and you can do whichever one you like until the 2-week timer runs out. So if you are brand new, you're basically going to have every single adventure map open possible. You can proceed with the main story in all of those maps. But I suggest that you break it up and just try to focus on one map at a time, or you might get easily overwhelmed. So that is all there is to know about adventure tasks. Like I said in the beginning, these are open on Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. It is important that you do your 15 tasks per week. It'll give you a nice boost of resources, and it counts for your battle pass, as well as when you play the story for the first time at all of these maps, you're going to get a nice amount of crystals as well, just from playing through them. So I hope you learned some good information, and I will see you back in another Honkai Impact 3rd guide.